Absolutely no markings on this squad car. Got ourselves a Pine County Sheriff's Deputy here. 405 WMZ. You see that in your rear view, definitely take caution and slow down. No, thank you, sir. All right. Can I get your name and badge number since you've made contact?
Sure, my name is Deputy Hawkinson, badge 0554.
Have a great day.
Can I ask you why you're recording your vehicles and plate numbers?
You can ask all you want, sir. All right, we got another dirty vehicle. Love it. All right. Let's take a look at something here. As we all know, you have to establish privacy. Let's check out the zoom features on this camera.
Hey, sir. No, you can't be zooming.
Absolutely, I can, sir. Hey, whoa, do not touch me.
You cannot.
You cannot touch me.
You cannot be.
Sir, it is available and viewable from public.
You cannot
Sir,
be recording.
It is viewable from.
Before we even hit play, understand this. What you're about to see isn't just another police interaction. It's a real-time test of constitutional knowledge versus unchecked authority. A citizen lawfully records from public space, and almost immediately, officers bristle. What starts as casual filming spirals into demands for ID, claims of privacy that don't exist in law, and escalating tension that exposes a dangerous pattern. This case forces one big question right out of the gate. When officers don't know, or ignore, the law, who actually pays the price? Stick with this one, because the twists are coming fast.
The public. You cannot interfere with me.
Yes.
Actually, you cannot interfere with me.
Recording inside the vehicles with
okay, let's take it down a step. Let's take it down a step.
Okay, at this point, I am going to ask for your identification.
My ID? Why? Am I being detained?
Do you want to start me a call?
Hold on.
Office?
Am I being detained?
A gentleman here trying to record inside squad.
Day 2. Yes. And why am I being detained?
Now, because, like I just told you, you're recording.
Is that a crime? Is that a crime?
Data privacy laws?
No, sir. You are required to create your own privacy. I am not required to do your privacy for you. How you doing, sir? What's your name and badge number?
Investigator Nygaard.
Nice to meet you, sir. I really would like to take the tension down. Let's de-escalate.
Right. So can I see your ID?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Not unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have committed, am committing, or am about to commit a crime, which is a statute or law. Not your feelings, not your policies, nothing about that. This is an unlawful detention.
As of right
This is an unlawful detention.
Will you stop interrupting me?
Sure, I'm sorry.
Okay. So basically, he's walking around, he's recording inside all the squads, collecting plate numbers, everything else like that.
This is the first critical moment, and it sets the legal tone for everything that follows. Recording anything visible from a public place is constitutionally protected under the First Amendment. There is no requirement for permission, no obligation to explain intent, and absolutely no expectation of privacy inside a police vehicle parked in public view. What's striking here is how quickly lawful behavior is framed as suspicious. Ask yourself, if recording alone is treated like a threat, what does that say about accountability? This is where misunderstanding turns into misconduct, and the snowball starts rolling.
Came up to my squad and then started zooming in on the computer and stuff, which is our computers is private information.
But you need to create the privacy.
Okay.
Not me. I'm a private citizen. Minnesota statute 13.05, subsection 5, paragraph 2, as you can see right on the screen, states.
I don't care, but as of right now, if you have identification on you.
I would be glad to provide it for you. In fact, it is in my Jeep, I'm sorry, but in order for me to provide to you my identification, you need to be able to articulate reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have committed, am committing, or am about to commit an actual law. I'd like to inform you, sir, that you are outside. Okay, I'm just going to pull a piece of paper out here. You are officially outside of your authority. You are officially violating my constitutional rights. And it states It states right here, if you read line 3 of the Code of Ethics of Public Services of the City of Hinckley.
Here's where the encounter crosses from uncomfortable into legally dangerous. Officers cannot demand identification unless they can clearly articulate reasonable suspicion of a specific crime. "I don't like what you're doing" is not a statute. "Your recording" is not a crime. Yet listen closely. No law is cited. No violation explained, just pressure. This is textbook unlawful detention territory. And notice the composure of the individual. Calm, informed, and precise. Would you have known how to respond here, or would you have handed over your ID just to make it stop?
Dedicated service. All officials and employees. Pardon. Officials and employees shall not exceed their authority, or breach the law, or risk others to do so. Let me ask you something, sir. If you do not have RAS to demand my identity, and you continue to demand my identity, is that violating the law?
As of right now, like I explained to you, going inside, recording inside the computer and stuff, which is a violation of
you
data
will
privacy
find it is
laws.
not. I am not in violation of any privacy laws.
Yes, you are.
Sir,
So,
if you need privacy, it is your obligation to create it.
I told you not to be recording, and you zoomed in onto my
Well,
computer.
I actually zoomed in far before you asked anything
Either
of
way,
me.
I
You
told you
also
to stop,
contacted
and you
me.
did not stop.
Did you touch me?
So I told you to stop.
Did you
I
make
reached out
physical
to-
contact with me?
I reached out.
Are
to
you
take
aware
your
that
phone
that's
away from-
assault?
Okay.
That
I'm
is
not gonna
simple
debate
battery.
this with you.
Well, then am I
So-
free to go?
Do you have an ID with you?
I do.
Can I see
Always.
it, please?
No, you may not. From this point.
This is one of the most misunderstood legal concepts in police encounters: privacy. The law is clear. Privacy must be created, not assumed. If sensitive information is visible from a public vantage point, that exposure is on the agency, not the citizen. The officer's repeated reliance on data privacy without citing enforceable law reveals a common tactic: using vague legal language to intimidate compliance. This moment flips the power dynamic. Knowledge replaces fear, and suddenly the officer is the one scrambling. This is accountability in action.
Forward, I will observe my right to remain silent. I have nothing further to say to you without a lawyer present.
That's fine. I'll just get a hold of my supervisor and I'll see what...
Maybe he'll educate you.
Do you really have to be so rude?
When my rights were violated and I was assaulted by somebody who was sworn to uphold my constitutional rights, I get pretty upset, sir.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that you don't know my rights or care about my rights, and you want to try and use tools of intimidation to take my rights away from me. I'm not going to have it.
Take any rights away from
Are you demanding my ID?
I'm asking you for...
Am I free to go?
Just hang on, real quick.
Am I free to go?
I said hang on.
Am I being detained?
I already answered that question for you.
And what crime do you suspect of me to be committing? Have committed or am about to commit? What law? You're being very quiet here, Mr. Nygaard. You understand what I'm doing here, don't you?
Trying to figure out what's going on.
Mind you, folks, this is day 2. And we've already got a cop who's addicted to identification. God, man, it's like crack to these people.
Things intensify here, and for good reason. Physical contact without legal justification isn't just inappropriate, it can be unlawful. The individual calls it out immediately, and that matters. Too often, people second-guess themselves in these moments. Notice how the officers continue repeating the same flawed arguments instead of correcting course. That's not enforcement. That's ego. This is also where invoking the right to remain silent becomes critical. Once rights are being violated, less talking is often the strongest defense. Do you think the officers realized at this point they were losing control of the narrative?
Going up the license plates.
Everybody was very polite. Oh, we got State Popo. Look at this. Look at this.
He's recording license plate reading here. I don't know if he's doing a Facebook Live thing or whatever else. And he goes walking up to my squad. I told him do not record inside the squad since I have a computer out. And with the data privacy laws, and of course, he zooms in on the computer and everything.
How you doing, ma'am?
Pushed his arm away from
Doing great, thanks.
my window, and
This is Minnesota here for you folks.
telling me that I'm violating.
You asked me a question. Went great.
Okay.
It went great. Nobody violated my rights. Nobody interfered. By the way, you guys are interfering with my process here. You are interfering with my ability to collect news for public dissemination. It's a violation of federal law.
Talk to me anymore. He doesn't
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
I just told you, I'm here to collect information for public dissemination. I'm exercising my constitutional rights, and I wish to be free to go. Would you mind giving me your name and badge number?
More badges arrive, but clarity doesn't. Instead of one incorrect interpretation of the law, we now have several. And that's telling. When authority stacks up without statutes to back it, it often signals institutional confusion rather than public danger. The individual clearly states he's engaged in news gathering, an activity protected at the federal level. Yet interference continues. This is where viewers should pause and reflect. Does adding more officers make an unlawful stop lawful? Or does it just amplify the mistake? The camera answers that question for us.
You're 123? Yep. Oh, that's actually my former license number for my profession. From California, license 123 is funny. Ironic and... What's that?
Easy number.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you mind? I don't have any weapons. I'm a little cold. Can I put my hand in my pocket?
Do you mind if I just check?
I do. I do mind, but I will...
I can kind of see that.
I know that I'm under a Terry stop here right now.
You're fine.
Yeah. I know I'm on a Terry stop, and I know that gives you the right to pat me down, so. By the way, it's an unlawful Terry stop. Just so you know. For the record.
No, he just keeps following me around with his phone.
This is a crucial distinction many people miss. Compliance does not equal consent. The individual acknowledges the Terry stop while clearly stating it's unlawful. That's not contradiction, it's strategy. Officers can only conduct a Terry stop when they can articulate reasonable suspicion of criminal activity, which still hasn't happened here. The narrative has completely collapsed. What remains is persistence, not legality. This moment exposes a hard truth. Many unlawful stops continue simply because people don't know when they're allowed to say no. Knowledge here isn't just power. It's protection.
I'm in public,
That's about
sir.
it. So,
C. Hawkinson, tyrant, in charge.
oh, you're coming here? Okay. All right, yeah, if you want to talk with him and deal with it, that'll be great.
I wish to be free to go.
Well, if you want to leave,
I wish to be
Then-
free from your detention, sir.
okay, well, then you can leave our parking lot.
In the end, supervision steps in, and reality sets the record straight. No crime. No lawful detention. No justification. The individual is free to leave, just as he was from the start. This encounter highlights a broader issue in police lawsuits nationwide. Constitutional violations often stem from misunderstanding, ego, or refusal to de-escalate when challenged by knowledge. The ruling lesson is simple. Rights don't disappear because they're inconvenient. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button.